Happy Friday, my loves! So instead of our usual writing, we are going to be doing something a little different today. So today we are going to be going over perimeter a little bit. I have on the Google Classroom 3 sheets of multiplication practice, and when you solve all the problems and you match up the numbers, the answers with the letters that it goes to, you get the answer to a fun riddle. So I thought that was something fun. There's 3 pages. And then there's also a page where I made up fun math problems for perimeter. And I wanted to give you a little quick thing for the perimeter so that you can remember what you have to do. And then I'm gonna do some examples with you, and then you can do it on your own. Okay? So, starting, what is perimeter? Perimeter is the distance all the way around the outside of a 2D shape, space, or area. So a 2D shape is it's flat. So a square on the screen is flat. But my water bottle is 3D because you can touch it and it's whatever. Okay, so you know what 2D and 3D is, but let's just pretend. Okay, so pretend that on the screen, this green box is a birthday cake. And it's a square. So we know squares all have the same amount, the same length of each side. So each of these sides of the square is equal to, let's say, 7 feet, okay? Let's say, what did I say we were making? A cake? That's a big cake if I make it 7 feet long. Okay, let me think. Alright, we're going to pretend it's not cake because we're not making a huge cake. Okay, you know what? We can make a huge cake. We're going to make one that is 7 feet long. So, huge cake, 7 feet on each side. So, what I'm going to do, so I know this side is 7, this side is 7, this side is 7, and this side is 7. So, I can do either 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, which is 28, or I can do 7 times 4, which is the same thing, and it's also equal to 28. So the perimeter is 28 feet, and that is a lot of cake. So that is what you're doing. So when you get a perimeter problem, you need to look at what the shape is. Okay, so we know that a square, all the sides are the same. If it's not a square, say, for example, we have this shape. So it's not a rectangle, it's not a square, all the sides are different shapes. All the sides are different lengths. Sorry, not shapes. It's one shape. It's a quadrilateral. Make sure you remember that because it has 4 sides, okay? So we know that it has 4 sides. So if this were the problem, it would tell you what each of these sides is equal to, and then you would just have to add them up. So let's say they're just equal to the number that's next to them, and it's what's it called? The unit is yards. So it's 1 yard plus 2 yards plus 3 yards plus 4 yards. So you just add all those up and then you get the perimeter. The perimeter is just the outside of the figure. But you need to keep in mind, if it's a rectangle like this lovely figure, you know that the opposite sides are the same. So if I said that B equals 17 and A equals 25, you know that A for both sides is 25 and B for both sides is 17, because you know that in a rectangle, the opposite sides, the sides that are across from each other, are equal, okay? So just when you're doing perimeter problems, you need to take notice of the shape, you need to take notice of the numbers, and make sure you're putting the right units. So I'm going to show you the questions that I put on the Google Classroom because honestly I had a lot of fun making them. So I'm going to show you them, and then you are going to go on your own, and if you have any questions, feel free to message me on the Remind app or email me or ask me on the Google Classroom or anything, okay? So let's go to see Miss Long's perimeter problems. So for these problems, you can either print this out. I don't really suggest that because you don't want to waste ink, and it's not really important to print it out. You don't really need this. Or I made it so that you can edit your own copy. So if you can go in and you click on it, it will make your own copy. So it'll say Miss Long's perimeter problems and then whatever your name is, whoever does the assignment, sorry, then it will be like dash, then your name. And then I will see that on my computer, and you don't have to print anything out. Or if you want to do it like by hand and write it out, and you can just I'm going to put numbers on the questions so that you can put the right numbers and then the answers next to it. So let me read you these problems. Let me number them first. So 1 second. Okay, I numbered them. All right, so number 1 is Miss Long ordered this cake for her mom on Mother's Day, but the silly baker forgot to put the frosting on the edge of the cake. Miss Long needs to figure out the perimeter so she knows how much frosting she needs to buy. The length of the cake is 12 inches, so the length is how long it is, and the width of the cake is 5 inches. What is the perimeter of the cake? So you can pause the video and do the work on your sheet or on the Google Classroom, whichever, and then when you unpause it, I'll be on to the next question. Okay? So pause. I'm watching you. You better be pausing that video. I can see you. Alright, continuing. Number 2. Alright, Bella has decided that she wants to put flowers around the perimeter of her square garden. Each side is 7 feet. What is the perimeter of the garden? So we did a question similar to that at the beginning of the lesson. So if you remember, you can rewind and watch it, and then you can see what we did. Or you can just do it the regular way, and you know how to do perimeter. Alright? And again, pause it so you can do the question, because I'm not giving the answers on here. I'm watching you. Alright, number 3 is Raphael needed to figure out how much construction tape was needed to close off the parking lot of the county fair. For the county fair, sorry. So they need to close off the parking lot so that they could have the county fair. The parking lot is in the shape of a quadrilateral, but all the sides are different lengths. The sides are 34 meters, 29 meters, 17 meters, and 15 meters. It's a very strange looking parking lot, but I just wanted to add that in there because it is a very weird looking parking lot. If you imagine like what that would look like, it would look weird. How much construction tape does Raphael mean? So you need to find the perimeter, and the perimeter is all of those sides added up. So make sure you're checking your math and doing it, and pause the video so you can do it. And when you unpause, I'll still be here, and I'll be going on to number 4. You didn't pause it. Okay. Sorry, I'm having way too much fun with this. Continuing! Alice's cat had kittens. Who's Alice? But I'm so happy for her. She needs to add to her existing cat house so that there is enough room for all of the cats. Sounds like Alice has too many cats, but like, whatever. We don't judge. Her existing cat house is in the shape of a triangle, and all the sides are 8 feet. What is the perimeter of the existing cat house? So we know it's a triangle, and all the sides are 8 feet. So how many sides does a triangle have? And then so how many times do we need to add 8 to itself? So we need to do 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, because there's 7 sides to a triangle, right? Okay. Alice wants to add a rectangle shape to the cat house to make room for the kittens. The width of the cat house is 3 feet, so it is 3 feet wide, and the length is 8 feet. What is the perimeter of the cat house addition? So you need to, these are 2 separate questions. You need to find the perimeter of the existing cat house, which is a triangle, which all the sides are 8 feet, and then you need to find the addition, the cat house addition, which is 8 feet by 3 feet, which means 3 feet in width, 8 feet in length, and it's a rectangle. So that is what you're doing now. And then just look at these cute kittens. The pictures are just for fun. I just wanted to show you how cute these kittens are. They're fake kittens. I found them on Google, but like, look how cute. So I hope you had fun watching this video, and have a lovely weekend. I love you all so, so, so much, and I miss you all so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Shabbat shalom. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Mwah!